Hi everyone. So I've really struggled with doing videos these last couple of weeks. Um, I have a few things to talk about, but I can't help feeling it's a bit futile in the current environment, right? So I keep asking myself, why does organisation culture matter right now when we're over 1 million confirmed cases of COVID globally? I started self-isolating about 3 weeks ago. So I've been in my house on my own before the lockdown in the UK started. And these are really, truly unprecedented times. I mean, who would have thought that something like this could have happened in our lifetimes? How many of you are actually going back to your apocalypse movies to understand about survival techniques and survival skills, right? Sorry, that is a joke, or is meant to be a joke. Um, I have many insights, and I'm sure you've got plenty of your own as well. So I just wanted to share a few of mine. So I think top of my list, mental health, well-being, and compassion. Keep coming right to the top. So if you employ staff, then you should be thinking about these things. How are you supporting your workforce? The act of furloughing staff, will it create distrust between the employee and the employer? I mean, what is the impact of these decisions in the long term? And how do you keep in touch with your employees during this time? Because there's going to be a lot of anxiety going round right now. So what are you doing as employers around this space? I do think about that. What is the quality of your communications? Or are you demonstrating sympathy, engagement in your tone? Are you personable? Or are your communications pretty clinical, pretty cold, and just communicating updated policies about what should or should not happen? And what solutions do your managers need to support them so they can lead their teams remotely if they're in actually, managing remote teams right now? Or if they're not, how are they helping their teams with the constraints we're working in right now? So physical distancing rather than what we're calling social distancing. And for those who are remote workers, not everyone's comfortable with using Skype for video, Microsoft Teams, Blue Jeans, Zoom, House Party. People don't like, a lot of people don't like the way they look on videos. So they're more focused on that than perhaps the discussion at hand. So how are your managers sort of dealing with that? And I think what's really also important is how we're defining productivity right now, because productivity is going to be different, right? We're not going to be looking at productivity in the same way as we were when we were working in an office environment. It has changed because, we're looking after family members, or we have other commitments, or actually we've got some really challenging mental health concerns coming up for ourselves individually right now. And really practically, actually, how are we managing and responding to the increase in cyber attacks, for example? People working from home might actually reveal how exposed they are to cyber vulnerabilities, because perhaps they don't have the capabilities at home or set up in the same way as we would in the office environment. Many people are working from their kitchen tables, not an office with a desk per se. So I believe that the workplace environment going forward will never be the same again. So right now, the sorts of things you might want to think about. Solutions to adapt to the environment right now are opportunities to work in a different way going forward. I really truly believe that. I'm also concerned with how long we can sustain the way we're working right now. How long will this and can this go on for? Do our managers need new skill sets to enable a greater level of remote working? Because right now there are opportunities, right? So if we can recognize that can only help us with our decision making going forward. And therefore, what technology do we need to be and to ensure that we're fit for the future? And lastly, what learning can we take away from what is happening right now, the decisions we've made leading up to the right now, and the decisions we're going to need to make going forward? So all of those things are really important in my opinion. Those are my insights. What are your insights? Hope you're well, hope you're safe. Keep your chin up, and I'll be in touch again soon. Take care. Bye bye.